Greetings, all my lovely students. This is Mr. O'Connor with yet again another screencast tutorial. This time following up on our U.S. Immigration Notes number 1 with U.S. Immigration Notes number 2. Assimilation theories. This is getting into some good stuff here. So let's pay attention to get rocking. So we are U.S. Immigration. You have the date. Make sure you're writing the date underneath your last notes. Check out that handy dandy little picture right there I'm showing you. Make sure you have that done correctly. Thank you. Essential question, is the United States a home for immigrants? Is that a yes or no? Wait, is that a yes or no? Anyway, open up your document, U.S. Immigration Notes, and let's get rocking. Wait, you should already have it open. I got to rethink that. Today's objective, it's a long one. Pause and write it down. Students will be able to compare the mixed salad and melting pot immigration models in order to examine U.S. immigration. Big stuff very soon, so I'm looking forward to it. Great. All right, first concept is assimilation. Go figure. What does assimilation mean? Well, assimilation is the absorption of people into the dominant culture. Okay, that's basically what it means. When immigrants arrive to the United States and they begin to learn English. Okay, so that's kind of like assimilation. They're starting to get used to the culture. These immigrants that are coming from other countries and other places around the world are starting to adapt to the United States culture. So maybe that you see that in language. They start speaking English or more English. They might start watching more TV. They might start like eating really unhealthy food, because that's all pretty much what we attribute to U.S. culture. Am I correct? Oh, they might have a cell phone and be constantly texting and really rude to teachers. You know, they're adapting to their new environment. So this idea of assimilation, I'm giving you an example here with what's called an Indian school. So you have the gentleman or the Native American on the left-hand side of the page, who's got his long hair and his jewelry and earrings, and he's very dark looking. They put him through an Indian school, basically the white school, and he comes out. That is the same guy at the bottom here, the same guy who's got a haircut and new clothes and no more jewelry, and he even looks whiter than in this photo. So that's kind of the idea there. So assimilation is when a Native American, this is an example, went to the white Indian school and got absorbed into the U.S. culture. So we're trying to make him, or they were at this point trying to make him whiter so he would fit into the United States. With that being said, we have our melting pot is generally a high temperature pot that melts metals down. Okay? So the idea is that you take different metals, you melt them down, and you combine them to make a new metal. Now we've seen this in various, there's certain metals that are made because man mixes them together, such as copper and tin. If you mix them together, you get bronze. And bronze is really, really helpful in some ways. It's stronger than both copper and tin, but it still can be molded into a lot of different shapes. It's used all the way around. So it's two separate things, make a totally new thing that didn't exist before. Melting pot assimilation has to do with the blending of two or more cultures, right? So you have two or more separate cultures that come together to make a brand new one. So the idea of the melting pot, the American melting pot, is that people come in the U.S. and they share some of what they have from their culture. Okay, so they might say like, hey, look, I'm from Italy. I brought Italian food. Spaghetti. Super yummy. So now I'm leaving that here while I'm still adapting to the U.S. culture and learning English and eating McDonald's and drinking a lot of soda. Gross stuff like that. So two or more separate cultures coming together to make one. Now, mixed salad, again, don't take notes on this. We know what's in a salad or what's in a really good salad. You have all different ingredients, onions, cucumbers, carrots, lettuce, chicken, eggs, whatever you want to throw in there, some yummy salad dressing. Same idea with mixed salad immigration is that there's separate ingredients that stay separate, right? That's a mixed salad. So mixed salad immigration basically means there's different cultures that live in the same area, but they stay separate. So think about this. So that's like a salad, right? You might be all in the same bowl, but you're not actually getting blended together. Everything's staying a little bit separate, even though it's all part of the same dish. So we see examples of this in the United States, where people might live with a lot of people from different cultures, but they only socialize with people from their own culture. Okay, so examples are like neighborhoods. I know we're in Philly. There are separate neighborhoods like Italian and Polish, and then Black or African American, and then Spanish speaking. So ghettos is another example of like basically people who associate with people who are like them. So Chinatowns are great examples. Little Italy, Spanish-speaking areas. You can find this kind of in every major city. People staying in their own little separate groups and speaking their own languages, but still living in the United States. So there you have it, the two theories of the immigration model, so the assimilation models. And so make sure that you're doing your summary right here. A good Cornell Notes summary. It's the same as this last one. You're describing all keywords and concepts. You're using those number 2 and number 3. One thing I learned today was blank, and make that long. One question I have is blank.